closer to punching up in a while? Or because I never did it?
You never. I was like, we'll worry about it next week.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All right, we're good to go. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to This Week in Crime, everybody. I'm Steve here. I'm here with the mulleted madman himself.
Saul Trujillo.
John Sosis on the ones and twos. Recording live in the Comedy Store studios. What's poppin', everybody?
Man, I'm excited to be here, man. Going through that storm, that rain out there. I'm just excited I made it.
Yeah, it is mild.
I mean, mild from now because we're in Hollywood and like there's not much beach around us or water. But like, I was talking to John about it earlier. Like LA drivers don't give a fuck about anyone's life, whether it's like it's rainy and watery. They're like, I'm still gonna go 109 on Sunset. Out of my way.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm one of the guys who's going 109 on Sunset.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm more like, why aren't you guys driving faster?
I'm more annoyed at the people who aren't driving 105.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait.
It's rain, dog. It's not a sleet. It's not black ice. It's just water on the ground. We'll be fine.
Some of us don't have the best tires, Steve.
Oh man!
Then don't slam the brakes. Like know when the block ends.
Neither of you have ever slammed on your brakes and then ended up in the other lane the opposite way of traffic.
I was with you at the beginning of the pandemic. At the beginning, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, we have. But the thing is like I got 4 new tires now, but I've still got that post-traumatic. Like I almost killed me and my friend.
Post-traumatic tires.
Tire disorder. Yeah, but you just want to get to places.
Yeah, I'm just going. So you go too. That's how I feel when I drive. I go, you go, stop going slow, just drive. Now, I'm not like white BMW bad.
Oh, that's what I mainly mean. You're cutting people off, going 109, not using your signal, flipping people off while you're smoking a cigarette. You're
I'm not Persian. I'm not Armenian. I drive like it's not. Hey,
take it ezy.
It's just statistics. It's a statistics thing. It's not
LA County statistics. Everybody,
statistics. I don't know. Look at the numbers. I did hear that fucking. You see, Oakland was underwater.
Yeah, what a time to be in Southern California.
I know. It's gonna be. This is okay. So these are. This is a new segment called Ignorant Talk. So anything that you don't enjoy that people say that's ignorant, you don't have to listen to this part. Okay. So if global warming's so bad, doesn't it kind of just seem like it's shifting the weather to different places, and that's kind of how it's always been? You know, like they always go like, hey, this desert used to be underwater. Hey, this area used to be a fucking desert. And then now it seems like it's shifting so that California is getting more rain now, Southern California, where it used to be a desert. They say New York's turning more tropical. And then they say that Russia's heating up.
Everyone's getting a little taste of something. You've never had it before. Warmer. An 80-year-old man who's known nothing but snow. Now he gets his time in the sun a little bit.
Yeah, you don't got to go to Florida, dog. Guess what happened to Alaska? It's Florida now. Everything's Florida.
All these Eskimos just fucking tropical Gabriel Iglesias shirts. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if that's supposed to be correct, Steve.
I mean, listen. Everything's Florida now. Just think of it like that, and you can still eat hamburgers and drive a big truck.
I hope not.
The crime? No, the crime. This is also I'd like to look. Does crime go down when it rains?
I mean, it would for me if I were a criminal.
It would for me if I was a criminal.
You know who it doesn't go down for is the law. You ever seen them give someone a ticket and then they put it in that little plastic Ziploc container and they put it on the windshield? You sacks of shit.
They give it to you like an eighth.
There you go. I'm going to slip that right under there for you. That's $80.
Jacket, what do you want? 110, 150, red light?
To get inside the law, let us park in the red zone. It's raining.
Dude, this is okay. So someone said this to me the other day. They said this was my white privilege. But listen, I've been pulled over quite a bit, okay? Mm-hmm. My car reeks of marijuana. There's smoke coming out of windows. I mean, I'm still a white guy, so it's not that bad. But I feel that the cops, since everyone marched against them in LA, have pretty much been like, you guys do you.
Is that how you? Yeah, is that how you feel?
That's how I feel.
Oh yeah, I kind of feel the same way. But I've also had my car smell like marijuana, and then they'll go, "Get out of here, little guy!
Yeah.
Go party." I should have had plenty of DUIs, but because I got this adorable koala face, they go, "Get out of here!"
Yeah, they're just like, my mom left me in the car. And they're like, you're driving, but my mama left me here.
This is the car my mother abandoned me in. Now I drive it.
All right, get out of here, little orphan. Peel out on your bald tires.
I don't know. I don't think it's your white privilege at all, man. I just think that's. I think you are correct. Everyone has been chill. They've been a lot harder on the homeless, but the homeless have been wilding out because it's raining. It's raining. They're like, where are we supposed to go?
Not here, buddy. I'm sorry. This is when your homeless plan didn't work out. Okay, it seems fun to do heroin on the beach, but when it rains, you don't get to come out.
They're like, I moved from New York to here to be a. This is my dream to be a homeless. I was supposed to be a beach bum, and now it's raining.
I know. That is true. You always hear all those songs about how it never rained in L.A. I was sunny. That's why the movies are here, and it's like we're getting weather.
Yeah, I didn't move here for coffee in Seattle type bullshit. All right, I moved here for the weather. I hate it now.
I like rain. You're not a rain guy.
I don't mind the rain if it's like where I'm from, rained a whole bunch during the winter.
Yeah.
I didn't move here for the rain, but I guess it's fine.
I like the rain. I'm kind of like a layers guy. The more layers I wear, the better looking I get. Like if I'm snowboarding, I'm like the hottest guy on the mountain. But if I'm at the beach, I look like I'm scrounging for coins.
Let it be November so I can walk to the liquor store in basketball shorts and comfortably. But I can't do it like this. I got to fucking layer up. I hate it.
That is true.
I don't like it.
I've got a few layers on, but I like a good layer, like a long underwear. I love throwing it. Long underwear is so fun because it feels like you have a secret no one knows about.
Long underwear and sweats, they add stinks to your body that you didn't know were there. You know what I hate it. I hate it. I don't like. Sosis, you're a big layers guy. You like it. You're from New York.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't.
It shields layering. The more I don't have to work out if I got a layer.
Yeah, I have tits.
Yeah, I have a stomach. I'm not in shape, but if I got a shell, then I'm like that just took off 10 pounds.
A fucking hoodie body is what you guys like.
Yeah. I like a nice jacket. Keep it stiff.
Everyone was making fun of me. I was wearing my North Face bubble coat.
I love that jacket because no one can tell my weight in it.
Yeah.
Because I got the one that's thin, so I make it look fat, and it literally took off 20 pounds.
A jacket is a male girdle because as soon as she gets that shit off, your titties and your fats are gonna come out when she's about to fuck.
It's a spanky. It's a spank. It's a
spanky for men.
All right, so we're enjoying life. It's rainy. We're going out. We're watching movies. Anything you've seen lately, buddy boy?
Avatar in 4D. I could give a fuck about Avatar. I vaguely remember the movie, but the chair, have you done the 4D experience?
That's where they spray your face, right?
They spray LA tap water in your face like cum. It's like a mist of it. There's air, there's lights. The chairs move like it's a ride at Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I was on edible, so I had a bit of a panic attack halfway through.
Yeah.
Then I came back, I was like, this is pretty good, man.
Yeah, just like hour 5, you're like, I'm not doing good, but hour 10, you were like, it's
that
good.
movie was 10 hours long.
Fucking
it was 3 hours and 15 minutes long. So I had a chance to go through the motions of an edible. So it was like, first third, I was like, this is too much. Then by the third time, I was like, yeah, here we go. We're riding through with dragons over the sea. I like that.
I mean, I always think about things in school days, and 3 hours is like a half a school day. You know what I mean?
It's exactly a half a school.
Yeah.
Day. School is 6 hours long.
6 hours, and I'm like, I just went to a half a school day for a movie? Unless it's Bill Nye, I'm not doing it, buddy.
You're going to watch 3 hours of Bill Nye?
I could, if he wants. Give me a bill. I'll come watch it.
I think Sosis earlier, he was talking about hating it. Can you tell me the reasons why you hate it?
I mean, it's funny because, first of all, for 13 years, I don't think the technology is any different than it was 13 years ago.
Okay.
That's one. Two, I mean, not to spoil it for anybody, but you know that when they tell you the story of the bad guy in the movie, it was like the brain of the bad guy of the original movie.
Yeah.
So they show you a video that he recorded before before he died, obviously. So that was before the first movie. He looks 13 years older. They didn't use age. They didn't use the age reduction thing. He looks 13 years older than he did in the first movie, and it's supposed to have been recorded before. The story didn't make sense. Like, why did they wait 13 years to all of a sudden be attacked and move out of there? The whole thing was just James Cameron needed something to jerk off to. And this was it.
It's sci-fi Get Out, all right? You have a white brain, and you put it inside these aliens, and now you have that alien brain, but with the white brain.
He wanted to work with Kate Winslet again. He loves working with water. He loves shit with water. So there were a lot of scenes that I was like, this is an exact identical shot from Titanic.
Is that okay? I don't give a fuck about any of it. I could watch 4DX and anything. Schindler's List 4DX.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be nuts.
Bill Nye 4DX.
You love Bill Nye.
What up, Bill? Come on, baby.
It's gonna move.
Billy.
It's not gonna move much. Like the chairs are gonna sit still, and then like that's it.
Smells like a volcano. Yeah, I just do not in any way, shape, or form give a fuck about Avatar.
Neither did I. I went for the seats.
For the seats, that's true. But you know what? Also, Universal Studios kind of makes me sick.
In what way? Like
The people. No, I'm kidding. The fucking thing, it just shakes me around so much. It feels like I'm going to throw up. Like
You're
the
not a roller
Simpsons
coaster?
ride, I almost threw up.
You're not a roller coaster guy?
Roller coasters, but not just a box that someone shakes me up. It's like, did you ever used to catch like moths or butterflies and put them in a can and then kick a can?
No. What? What
No
the
one
fuck,
else?
Steve?
No one else did that?
No one else has
one?
tortured insects?
No. You took them for a ride. And then you let them out and you watch them fly and you laugf and you laugh. They'll
just
get it. They'll get it after a
Gave
while.
a flying insect PTSD.
No, he'll know. Let me tell you, he doesn't like Folgers. There's if you're a butterfly in fucking Sacramento, you have a disdain for a Folgers can.
Don't go near that red can. And he put honey in there. That's all a
Mm-hmm.
trap.
Yeah, I used to do that. I did go watch a movie called Megan, M3GAN. It's kind of like a new Chucky movie. I loved it. It was great. I would give it 9 out of 10.
What? I love Chucky for the sake of like, well, also the negatives of like, oh, I could kick this thing and it'd be dead. Is that a thing with that? Like, it's scary, but like the negatives was like, I beat the fuck out of this thing.
So the thing that they kind of changed it a little bit was that they made Megan out of titanium.
Oh.
So kind of like she looks like T2 a little bit without the
Okay.
skin.
All right.
So, but also they never really established how heavy she is because in some shots you can see the little girl pick her up. And if there's something that doesn't have the weight behind it, I could pick that up and throw it or smash his fucking head in. That was what really got me because it made it the strength of like a fucking tractor or something. You know, it's just like, but if its weight is so much little that a 10-year-old girl could pick up, I could probably smash that thing pretty easy.
But it's made of titanium.
Bits are titanium, not everything.
That sounded pervier than some parts are titanium, not.
Well, not the computer chips aren't part titanium. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You get two regular girls in just a house, like little girls, like in The Shining, terrified of it. I don't
Yeah.
know why I'm not scared of this titanium girl for whatever reason.
See, this is my thing about scary movies that really gets me. It's a lot like the people in Shining, the two girls, and then the movie X, and then the new movie Pearl. The new movie X and Pearl, there was like a crazy old people that kind of like in a form. And like, I would just take glee in being able to beat the living shit out of two 95-year-old people that were trying to kill me. I think I could give two 95-year-old people a gun each versus me in the woods, and I would still beat them.
Like, what are the state of these? They're 95. I'm like, what's
They're
the state
old.
of the
Like,
95-year-old?
if you watch X, they were fucking old.
Okay.
Like, they're like walking around like this, and the woman's like a ghost. Bro, have you ever shook an old person's hand?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Imagine hitting them.
It's shaking a flesh full of air.
Yeah, it'd be like punching the mud at a river. You ever do that?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And then you'd be gone.
A punch might be too much. A slight shove
Yeah.
from the wind.
They can't even take showers without handrails. And you think this person's gonna kill me? Get the
You
fuck
might have killed them by just handing them the gun. Just the weight of the gun is going to bring them down like
Maybe I gave them COVID. And they're
a
out.
cough.
I
A
coughed
light
on 'em.
cough in their eyeballs.
You think I'm fucking scared of an old person or a little girl?
Steve, conqueror of little children and olds. Look, this is a call out to all you old people and children. Steve will fuck you up right now.
If you're over 90 or younger than 9 and want to fight, my DM is at Scuba Steve Fury on Instagram. Square up.
Let's get a couple of them. If you are
couple,
five
yeah.
little kids,
If you're 5 little kids, if you're 3 kids on each other's shoulders, I'll still give you hands.
I think a couple kids, and then a couple 90-year-olds together, brains and small. I think they'll fuck you up because now you got coming at it from all angles.
This is good. This is a good question right now. What's the oldest person? But let's try to get it as close together. Like, what's the youngest person that you think could beat up an old person? For instance, you think a 13-year-old could beat the crap out of an 89-year-old?
Yes, 100%. Yes, you don't think so? You're thinking the brains of that shell of a former person is about to beat up a fucking 13-year-old? That person's going to college to see God. That person's
Yeah.
on his way. What are you
Yeah, you're
talking
right.
about?
That'd be a good one. What about 80? Well, 13 and 80.
Well, what kind of 80-year-old?
I know.
We're gonna have to
know?
get racist here.
Yeah.
We're talking
You're right.
spry Asian who walks at the park every day, or are
Yeah.
you talking like
A Midwest white.
yeah, that person? You topple that person over.
The legs are all purple from non-circulation.
You cow tip that person on the rascal.
Someone
That's
can we call Dana White? Let's watch a 13-year-old beat the shit.
a UFC special weight, like a division for the belts.
All right, that's a fantastic beginning. Let's get into the show. All right. This one is from Click Orlando. That's actually a news outlet. Florida man bites officer after hitting another with a car, dancing in traffic, police say. Malik Smith, 27. You will be able to see his picture on our YouTube channel. Check out our YouTube. It's got pictures. It's got videos. Winter Garden, Florida. An Orlando man fleeing Winter Garden police struck an officer with a car and bit another on a leg Tuesday evening after causing thousands of dollars in property damage at a convenience store. I'm going to rate that as the most wild sentence of the episode. Can we do that, John? Can we put that on the board? I don't think another sentence will be more wild than a man biting and destroying things at a convenience.
Shouts out to Florida one time, breaking in every time.
Every time. Saul, do you think you could make a more wild sentence than
that?
a man fleeing police, struck an officer, bit another one, and caused thousands
Just
of
it'd have to be ridiculous. Like man kisses squid to prevent World War III. Or something fucking stupid as shit.
Squatting Chinese man smokes enough cigarettes outside of a Starbucks to stop a robbery, says Joe Biden. Joe Biden actually called him with that one.
Fell asleep during the sentence. Killer bees sting a man's penis to help him get erect. What about that? That one's pretty good.
I think that's ancient Chinese medicine, actually. Local underwear bandit hangs himself on Mount Rushmore, starts a forest fire. That's sad.
That is sad. This is even sadder. 38-year-old Blob takes acting classes to become the next Queen Latifah. That's your boy.
That sounds familiar.
That's your boy.
Overweight 33-year-old thinks stand-up dreams will come true. What?
Ow.
That's crazy.
That'll never happen.
Employees of Mobile Gasoline on 12961 West Colonial Drive asked authorities to trespass Malik Smith, 27, from the property after he jumped on the counter of the 592 Smoke Shop, which is located in the gas station, where he destroyed display cases, pulled out a light fixture out of the ceiling. I'm going to say scratch that. That's the most crazy sentence of the episode.
Jeez. And also, the 592 Smoke Shop inside of a gas station.
Who's heard of that? I've never seen that in my life.
I've seen taquerias in gas stations. I've seen sandwich shop, but never a fucking smoke shop inside.
Yeah, just like, hey, I'd like to pick up a Roar Bong while I also got 20 on Pump 3.
This is, I don't know, man. Like, it is a gas station, is a smoke shop. You said, let me get some swishers. No. You got to go across to the 592 Smoke Shop where you can also get a fucking.
I hope
dab.
too, like the attendant when he goes to the smoke shop puts on like a dreadlock wig.
1 second. Got to put on the uniform.
Job on way into the 592 the smoke shop. I'm like, your name's Kevin.
It
And
says it on the name tag.
I love it too. If you think of smoke shop and gas station, those are two companies that should never intertwine.
No way.
Fire and gas? What?
Fire plus gas. Please don't smoke the blunt we just sold you next to the gas you just pumped. It's like, fuck off.
Also, mobile gas. That's kind of highfalutin. You know, I mean, you don't see this kind of action at a mobile. These are ARCO activities.
Definitely ARCO activities. You're fueled off of a fucking hot dog that's been.
Yeah, you just took that new Slim Jim Energy X bar, and you are fighting.
It's potentially Circle K activities too. You ever been to a Circle K?
Circle K is fun because they try to incognito. They're like, no, we're 7-Eleven. They kind of got orange and green, and you're like, no, there's a man dead by the front.
You find a Circle K cup and like an empty one inside of someone's car. That person's hitting their kids, man. 100%.
Finding a Circle K cup somewhere is like finding a Tyrannosaurus print on the ground. You got to look around because danger's coming.
Yeah, dude.
Winter Garden police responded to the store around 7:50 p.m., but Smith had already left, harassing customers on his way out after causing approximately $2,000 in damage. $2,000 in damage. I've been in a lot of gas stations. I've never seen anything worth $2,000. What did he start a fire with the gold Zippo on a Slurpee machine?
He kicked all those rhino sex pills into like the fucking coffee pot. You ever take one of those?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't.
They
take
don't
that.
work for me. They give me headaches.
I think one of my thing is my head is aching. No, you could. I've changed people's lives with those things.
What the fuck?
Oh, I still get DMs to this day.
Dude, take that fucking rhino pill. Get the spirit.
No,
of-
you just don't tell them that you took the rhino.
Oh, but then the next time you visit that person and you're not on the rhino.
That's the last time you visit them.
Okay.
As an officer went over surveillance photo with the store owner, the proprietor saw Smith walking back to the business and identified him. Smith ran from the officers, ignoring verbal commands as he entered his vehicle and sped off from the gas station's fuel island to the other side of the parking lot. After a left turn, Smith approached the entrance of the store before stopping, revving his engine, and accelerating through the entrance.
Jesus Christ.
My question is, what kind of car do we think he had?
Buick LeSabre with a broken stereo.
Yeah, he had a Buick LeSabre. It's on 20s, but he has a spare tire on one of them. It rides dirty.
Right, so dirty, dude.
It's riding Chamillionaire. Two officers reported stepping out of the vehicle's erratic path as it accelerated in their direction. Smith swerved the vehicle towards one of the officers, striking the officer's arm with the side mirror before speeding off westbound on Colonial Drive. The officer was taken to the hospital for treatment because the extent of the injuries were not released.
He's embarrassed.
He's embarrassed. You went to the hospital by getting a hit with the side mirror? Went to the hospital? What did he tell the doctor? He's like, I got an ouchie on my boo-boo.
Here's a Pokemon Band-Aid, baby girl. Officer down. It could have just been a mother came to kiss you on your boo-boo, right?
Your buddy's like, hey, Jeff, get up. Jeff, get up. It just hit you in the arm.
Ow.
Oh. Around 7:59 p.m., an officer en route to an unrelated call reported seeing a man later identified as Smith on the roof of a vehicle dancing and pointing at vehicles driving by on Colonial Drive intersection at South Dillard Street.
Having so much fun.
I mean, okay, first of all, can't stop, won't stop, right? This guy is on fire. If I danced on a gas station, smoke shop, pulled down lights, caused $2,000 in damage, evaded the police, bit one cop, me personally, I'd go to bed.
You just leave?
I'm going to bed, man. But not this guy. It's not enough for him. He's constantly grinding.
You don't want to have your King Kong ain't got nothing on me moment? That's what I'd have.
Ooh,
I'd
yeah,
think of it
spin
more.
around.
Yelling at everybody, getting upset.
I got it.
I own this fucking mobile gas
Yeah.
station.
This is my intersection, and I will dance how I want. I mean, bite somebody.
Bites.
The officer attempted to conduct a traffic stop with that Smith initially did not comply with, pulling into a 7-Eleven parking lot and walking to the store as an officer waited outside. Once out of the store, the officer said Smith walked towards his vehicle and ignored his orders to get on the ground, prompting authorities and a canine officer to conduct a coordinated takedown. I think the canine did more of that coordinated takedown than the officer.
What do you mean, huh? It's a tool. It's a non-lethal tool.
Do you know that they count as a cop?
Yeah, I know they count as a cop. I hate it. That's weird. That's so weird. Because who deputizes these policemen, these canine cops? Because they could have just used a regular cop to bite someone. I feel like that'd be way more intimidating than a dog. A dog.
Get him, Timmy! And Timmy's just like on all fours running.
He's just some lieutenant who hates his wife. Oh, I'm gonna bite you good.
I mean, the canine. If someone brings out a canine, if I see a gun, I'm more likely to run than I see the canine.
You are?
Yeah.
You're gonna fight a dog?
No. I'm saying if I see, if someone brings a gun out, I think I could get away from a gun rather than a fucking dog. That's like a heat-seeking missile.
Yeah, he's gonna catch you 100% of the time. The only thing they teach him is how to bite. All he knows is how to do is bite.
Yeah, it's just biting ass.
I think dogs are cute too. So like halfway through, I try like, come on, puppy.
I know.
Give it. And then he just bites your face.
They just got you. You know, there can be different, like, emotional support animals, right? People have different emotional support animals. I think there should be different police animals.
Like what?
What about a cop snake?
Cop snake could be sick.
Right? Like, you don't know what happens. You're running, and then it spins around your ankles like a fucking boomerang.
A private orangutan.
Oh, that one would be good.
That'd be good. That'd be good as hell. He just eating donuts like a fat cop. I like him a lot.
Brings you back and you're missing an arm.
You gotta stop ripping. You can't put the handcuffs on and then rip the arm off.
Bobo, you can't rip people's arms off.
Lieutenant Bobo, come on now.
Oh, Smith resisted officers while on the ground, at one point biting the left thigh area of the reported officer before the canine was deployed to help apprehend him. That's a thick. He was in someone. He just got him in the thick meat.
Yeah, that dark meat.
Yeah.
That is what I prefer. This is my preference. I don't like fucking white meat. It's gross.
Still, police said Smith stood from the ground, evading the canine and appearing to resist the effect of pepper spray as he attempted to enter his vehicle. My man is unstoppable. Someone call the Avengers.
You're taking out dogs. You're taking out, but you're not affected by pepper spray. You shoot him, it's probably going to deflect back into your face.
Yeah, it's like put Loki in front of this guy. Let's see what he does. But he smacks that stupid crown on his head. An officer used a taser on Smith, causing him to fall as the canine got a successful bite to his upper right arm area. Following a brief struggle, Smith was placed in double-locked handcuffs, taken to a hospital for evaluation of the dog bite, and taken to the Orange County Jail, where he was held without bond at the time of this report.
Yeah, I would also not give him. He just like, here's $1,500. I'm gonna go out and get to biting again.
Smith faces a charge of battery on a law officer, aggravated battery on a law officer, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, criminal mischief of $1,000, violation of parole, resisting an officer with violence, and 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence.
I'd go violence all across the board.
Yeah.
There's no without violence here. He's biting, he's dancing, he's throwing shit on the ground. It's all violent.
It's all violent. The dancing was violent. I've seen videos. So this guy's pretty fantastic. I'm going to throw this one up as a vote to us. Do we add him into our Hall of Fame?
Oh, it's the new year.
It's the
I
new
year. I feel
year.
like towards the end, we should do a Hall of Fame situation.
A Hall of Fame year.
This is the first
Inductee.
inductee of the Hall of Fame. Florida man bites everybody.
Malik Smith. Congratulations, friend. You've made
Malik.
the This Week in Crime Pod's Hall of Fame.
Tip of the hat.
All right, this one is a little bit of newsworthy, almost like news that should be a crime. From CBSNews.com. No snakes on a plane. Emotional support boa constrictor discovered by TSA.
What the fuck?
A woman attempted to bring a 4-foot boa constrictor in a carry-on bag through a TSA checkpoint. TSA spokesman Lisa Farbstein said that a woman claimed the snake named Bartholomew. Great snake name.
Bart the snake.
Bart's a snake. That's
I
a
like
fun,
that.
was her emotional support animal. But after the airline was notified, it refused to let her have it on the plane. So I'm going to throw this up. We're going to throw this up right now. What it looks like in her bag. Okay, you can see it on your
Yeah, I
thing.
can see it on my thing. Yeah, it's just a bunch of pantyhose. It's like,
Yeah.
no.
It's all snake.
It's just a snake in a bag.
This bag is 100% snakes.
It's like more snake than pantyhose, ma'am. I don't know.
Like, might I suggest, when trying to traffic things that you shouldn't, you try to blend them in. This is a snake in a bag.
Yeah, put the snake over your shoulder straight like a scarf of some sort. Yeah.
Put some pipes in the bag. Put something that looks snakish. This woman, it's just all snake, Oops, all snake.
Put it across your Oops, all snake is great. Put it across your waist like a belt.
Yeah,
Come off like
wear
a
it.
monster. Something.
Oh. Here's a little game I like to play. I don't know if we played it before, but it's one of my favorite. Let's try to take a guess on what race this person is. I would guess white woman activities.
Yeah. What else would it be? I mean, I was gonna say Indian with a flute, but I don't want. You know what
that
I mean?
could be.
It's like check her bag. If
Yeah.
you play it and it comes out all dancey.
Check that claw, whatever those. Yeah, you know what? But this is like also like a special type of white person. This is like Florida white. Half an eyebrow, odd tattoo.
It's a person who owns a snake and then tries to take it on a plane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a weird white right there.
I also love emotional support animal because a snake literally has no emotions.
Zero emotions. It's a cold-blooded animal. But then you're like, give me a kiss. You make me feel good after my long, hard day.
I feel like she would have just said anything she got caught with was an emotional support. She's like, oh, that's my emotional sport kilo of cocaine. I like to bring it because it makes me feel happy.
I'm an emotional lady, and I need lots of support from all sorts of things and animals. And Jesus Christ. That's her boyfriend. That's more than anything.
The TSA posted on Instagram that airlines don't allow snakes in carry-on bags, and only a few will allow them in checked-on bags if the animal's packaged correctly. In November, a cat was found in a carry-on bag at New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. The cat belonged to someone else the traveler lived with. It was like someone just... I mean, I could see a cat.
You can. You just got to go through the proper channels. You put it in a fucking carrier. You let the people know who's throwing the bags. Like, there's a cat in there.
So that's the thing. This is big news. If you got an animal, you can't put them under there.
You can't put like...
You shouldn't. They might die. It gets so cold. You're not even supposed to put your computer under there.
Because it's that cold under there? It's that freezing? Well, just put the cat in a sweater. A nice...
Yeah, well, you bring it up with you and you buy an extra seat. Stop being broke a little bit.
Yeah, weird people out.
Service animals, which the DOT determines as a dog trained to help a person with a disability, are still allowed on planes. Otherwise, dogs might be canceled. So this is a fun one. We're going to end this episode on this one. Preemptive shout out to John Sosis. Preemptive shout out to you. Preemptive shout out to Comedy Store Studios. Guys, I'm going to be at La Jolla this week in 20th to 22nd. Check it out. This is the 2022 TSA list of weirdest things they have found.
Ooh, let me read them off. Fentanyl pills in candy wrappers.
Now, these weren't mine. The police, that's exactly what I told the police, too. They've been coming at me because those are my two favorite things.
They're my special cough drops. They're my sleepy time cough drops. I got a cold. And then we got gun inside raw chicken.
I could easily see this being a Popeyes promotion.
What the fuck?
Go, you win $10,000 if you find a gun inside of your fried chicken. Welcome to Popeyes.
You trying to try our new fried chicken sandwich at 10,000 feet of elevation. It's so good. Disassembled gun just inside of jars of peanut butter.
I mean, if you keep talking, I'm going to pull that Blammy out the Skippy.
I'm not a Skippy boy, dude. I'm a Jif. Come
Jif?
get this Jif.
Yeah, get this Jif. Pull the glizzy out the Jif.
Gun inside of an arm sling. Oh, that one's just cool. That was like a Mega Man, that situation. Like, I'm gonna show you. Oh, you're gonna sign it? You're not gonna sign it? Well, check this out. I got a little 22 skis in here that says you will.
He makes a noise.
Stop making sounds. Knife found inside of a laptop.
That was Adele for sure.
Adele, that's not Apple computer stuff, man. That's not their activities. That's not them. Drugs inside of hair scrunchies.
I actually own those hair scrunchies.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Do the hair scrunchies go over the fucking nozzle, or what do you do?
No, so you got like a little scrunchie, and there's a small little zipper on the side. You can open the zipper and put stuff in there.
That's some DD's discount shit right there.
Don't tell the police.
Guns inside of a PlayStation video game. That's definitely you, Steve.
Yeah, no, but they also said PlayStation. Like, remember, if you see someone walking up with a PlayStation 1, they have a gun inside of it. Or that's like the funniest. What was that old Antonio Banderas movie?
Oh, you talking about Desperado?
Desperado, where he had like
that's this next one.
Oh, okay.
Cattle prods in the guitar case. That's because that's a street musician trying to protect the bag. He's like, put $1 in it, or I'll fucking hit you with the cattle prod. Inert grenade.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds racist. That's just I don't know. I just put that out there. We don't support the word inert.
We're dumb. Soiled money in crutches.
That doesn't sound bad.
But how do you? What does that even mean?
Yeah. How soiled is a money?
Well, how do you get money in crutches? You get it through the. Okay, I get it. All right. Well, I hate it. That's a disabled person who's just trying to smuggle money.
Yeah, it just sounds like a disabled person. That's kind of like gross.
I don't have a wallet, okay? I don't have a wallet.
Yeah, you ever had crutches? It's hard to do stuff. Maybe he just had stuff. He's kind of filthy. He's in crutches, hard to shower.
What, $19? Hold on, give me 1 second. You take the crutch up. You got to open the bottom. You got to take a fucking caca stained 20 out.
Oh, so rude. But guys, that's the vibe. This is 2023. We love you. Give a shout out to my man,
Saul Trujillo.
John Sosa. See you guys next week. Peace. Check out our YouTube page where you can see everything with your eyes.